And I know, obviously, I was very fortunate to have been there, and obviously, sort of been a very, very small part of it in regards to documenting it. But I know from having spoken to Vlad, I mean, he was totally in awe of Newmarket and what's there. For you, a second time around, were you still amazed at what a place Newmarket is and the UK and the way they sort of run things there?
100%. It's horse lovers country. Like we've been in Asia 20 years now, and we came here for a different reason and purpose. And Singapore's been fantastic to us as a family, and it's been great. It's great racing. It's completely different to what you hear there, and here is more of a business.
Yeah,
I'm sure horse racing in England and Europe's a business too, but it's more
without
horse
prize money.
The prize money's not. It's a horse like LIM Cruiser, I think, has won nearly $2 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just the passion there. I just loved the breeding of the horses, and we got to go to the Daly Stallion Parade, and it was just awesome experience for us. And I felt that it was something to do what we have achieved for all our hard work and over the years and sticking it out here to get that opportunity. And it's probably one opportunity I'll never ever forget, to take LIM Cruiser to have those opportunities to race at ASCOT and then Newmarket, So, and it was probably the disappointment of my training, one of the disappointments of my training career, when he went a little bit at miss before going to the Goodwood, because that was his perfect race for him, the 1400 Group 2 there, Nick. But it rained all day, and it was all set up for him. And to have Lisa ring me, 2 days out, and we're about to fly over and saying he's got an issue, we're going to have to pull him, bring him home. That was devastating. And little things like that, it all come to an end, and it would have been nice to have that one more chance at the race he could win and maybe go into the history books, but that's racing, you just got to get up and get going. He's back going here and there again. He's had a good year off. He's had a beautiful preparation. He's sound, and there's a bell, and with the virus here and slowing things up, it just gives us an opportunity to get back into those couple of races he can win here, and that would be nice if he could win one of them and then come to the end of his career, I guess.
It actually leads me on really nicely, actually, to my next question. Was obviously one, how is the horse? And you clearly are happy with him. And just in regards to the coronavirus and the shutdown, I mean, I was thinking it has been a good thing or a bad thing. Seemingly, you seem to think it's obviously been a good thing, because it's just allowed you that bit of extra time, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if things get going again relatively soon, you've obviously got a bit of a program to aim at with him. But you're happy with him? I mean, he's been doing a lot on the treadmill, hasn't he, Stephen?
Yeah, I did a treadmill program. I was Alan Davis. I brought him up years ago to teach me how to use the treadmills, and he's done a special program. He had a slight tendon problem, and he's looking fantastic. And he was ready to race before the virus came. But giving us the extra time now, as he's really caught up, and he looks terrific. And, it's a terrible thing what's happened in the world, isn't it? I don't know what the future is. None of us really do, but I think it'll come right. I think, everyone's sticking together, and we'll get through it, and so will us here in Singapore. But it's interesting times ahead. But as far as all the horses here and that, I think Singapore Racing Fraternity's done an amazing job to keep it going, keep the horses in training, keep them working, and all the staff living in. And so got off the subject a bit, I know, but it's something that should be said to the world, that Singapore is one of the great racing models of the world. Might have been forgotten a little bit, but they were about on their way back, and it's a bit sad because it's a big setback for us now. And hopefully going forward, things will change for the better again, and we can get back internationally. And we'd love to have all those international horses back here. And the interesting thing that when I was there, the people, the racing fraternity in Newmarket, England, and it was just amazing, the friendliness and all the workers and that loved to come to Singapore, and even the trainers kept saying, when are we going to have our international races back? So Singapore had a great reputation for that international series, Nick, and I hope one day it'll get back. I'm not sure now where the financials will head, but hopefully with government support and a bit of change, we can get it back and get us back in the international scene. And to take Cruiser and a couple of horses, Max, and then to Europe, I wanted to prove a point that we weren't far from them with the right horse, and we weren't. And with good investment here and right direction, we can get horses of quality breed. We can compete internationally.
Absolutely, no, here. I mean, we've done it in the past, and we can certainly do it again, obviously. But great to hear that Lim's Cruiser is certainly back on track, Stephen. Just finally, if I had to ask you for one lasting memory from your family trip to ASCOT predominantly, but obviously the UK on a whole, but the one lasting memory for you at ASCOT, is there one thing there that, say, happened while you were there that probably nobody really knew about, that you came away and went, wow, I've met him, or I've met her, or I've seen something really special? Was there anything that really stuck out for you?
We'll go see Frankel, the Bowie, all those stands. I think there was a lot of things there, having the family there at ASCOT, as you know, Nick, and having Glad Jurek and his wife there, who was very, Glad was honoured and so appreciative of given the opportunity. I think the whole thing of being really happy and being in the racing fraternity is what it is. And watching my horse work with some of the best horses in the world in that environment, and realising that you can compete with the right horse.
We must just say, sorry, just to interrupt you, talking to some of the best horses, it'd be remiss of us not to just mention where he was stabled, Abingdon Place. And I mean, he was keeping good company in Abingdon Place.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The history.
Yeah.
Going to the museum and the trainers who were very friendly, and Jane Chapel-Hine, I don't care what anyone says, she was so good to us, and introduced us to people, and terrific, and everyone looked after us, so it's a trip. If everyone gets the opportunity, I've said, even the trainers here, you've got to do it if you get that opportunity, Nick. And I think just having your horse walk around, at ASCOT, one of the prestigious race meetings of the world, right? And we had Deirdre was right beside us, okay? The Japanese man. And those people, I become so close and terrific, and we kept watching her, continue her racing and do very, very well. And they proved it, that you get there and get involved, you can compete.
Yeah.
Saw a neighbour work every morning.
Yeah.
Saw her, incredible. So
how much would you have liked to take on one of them back to Singapore?
Yeah, I like to do that. But we were talking then, that Bridget and I were saying the other day, I've got a bit of an ambition to go back there. We're going to go back there after we finish in Singapore one day, or even maybe in the short term, go back and buy a couple of horses and stay there for summer and race them.
Sure.
And we might go to the country tracks, I don't know, but we'll buy a couple of young horses and probably leave with Jane.
Yeah.
And them up, and then we'll go over and put our names in and pretend we know what we're doing. We're going to get one of those little horse boxes, those little 2-horse boxes.
Who would be the driver, you or Bridget?
Well, it'll have to be me, because I'm no good in the directions, So I'd have to drive, and Bridget would be the strapper, as you know.
Yeah.
So that's our ambition, to go back and have a couple of horses and race there for a season or so. So that's what we'll do. Yeah. Why not? You're going to live your life.
Of course you do. No, it'd be a bit of fun, and it would be a great experience, Stephen, for sure. Well, listen, thanks for chatting to me. I imagine you'll be kicking back probably this evening with maybe a glass of red, watching ASCOT. I'll put you on the spot now. I don't know if you've looked at the cards. If you have had a look, is there any horse that you fancy tonight? I mean, you're more than welcome to bypass this question.
Oh, I hope. I see Cambridge Stud have got an interest in a horse over there. I can't remember what it was. Looks a pretty good horse in the sprint. I can't think of his name, Nick. Is it Bridget? Hello Usain, is it?
Hello Yumzane. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, the Tin Man's race, the same race.
Yeah, the Tin Man, yeah.
Hello, that'd be good for Cambridge Stud. They've invested a lot of money in the racing over there. They're new in it, so hopefully he'll run good. So we'll take him.
Yeah, he'll do. Well, listen, I wish him well. I wish you and Bridget well, and hopefully we'll catch up very soon when racing returns. Stephen Gray, thank you very much.
And Nick, you're doing a good job. Thank you.
You're very kind.